Hello, and welcome to another episode of my Imperial Agent walkthrough. So basically what I'm going to do is just going to be a short episode. You're just going to see me select my advanced class, which will be the Operative. I'll talk about both of them, and I'll run around the Imperial, the Imperial fleet and explain what each place is like. So you first come in. It looks like a pretty cool place. Nice music. There's a lot of people here, as this is one of the main quest hubs and all that. Hang out, all that. The auction hall. So basically, I'm gonna run to this terminal, pick up 3 quick quests. They're just going to explain features such as Warzone, Group Finder, and Craft. Very easy quest. I'm going to get rid of the Warzone one because I'm not really interested in running around at level 10 trying to complete it.
Commander Vassal Dawn, Special Attaché to the Ministry of Intelligence. I have 20 years combat experience, plus 12 as a garrison commander. I've spent the last decade schooling intelligence operatives. You will listen when I speak.
What's the assignment?
Knowing how to lie through your teeth or slice computer files won't keep you alive in the field. After reviewing your record, however, I'm prepared to authorize your entry into one of our combat specialization programs.
Why come to me?
Keeper's either trying to kill you or he's prepping you for some real scumholes. Either way, I'll make you learn. You may specialize in sniping, shields and marksmanship, or stealth technology and close quarters engagement. The quartermaster will get you started.
Alright, so it looks like that agent is logged on and actually at the same time that we saw in our last video. Interesting. Anyway, so I'm just going to open up the codex. We now get to select our advanced class. If we go into the game rules, you'll actually see them talking about the advanced classes, Operative and Sniper. Now, basically, a Sniper, which is what my first Imperial agent was, you specialize in long-range combat, DPS. That's pretty much all you are. You can specialize in dealing with probes and explosive probe, stuff like that. There's one, I believe that's the engineering tree. You can specialize in just your shots, like marksmanship, which is like series of shots, follow through. A lot of quick burst DPS. That's the one I actually went into as marksmanship, even though you can respec once you pick your advanced class. You are stuck with that advanced class, but you can respec to the other trees in it. As the Operative, you can specialize in stealth and close quarters combat. So like shiv, overload shot, all that. Oh, I played a scoundrel, which is the exact same way, just the smuggler version. So I actually kind of already know how to play the class. You can also heal as a Operative, if you want to go into that. And you can get into poisons as either class, advanced spec. Keeper and Commander Dorn have authorized you for 2 combat specialization programs. If you specialize in our sniper program, your focus will be on the sniper rifle and the use of cover. Snipers are trained to shoot farther and do massive damage. Join the Operative program and you'll be trained to use stealth generators for surprise attacks and medical droids to support your allies in addition to advanced close-range combat techniques. Once you choose a program, it will be permanently assigned to you. Now make your choice. So like I said, you have one shot at this. You have to decide what you're going to be and how. Now, you're going to have medium armor, medium armor no matter what. Energy is going to be your resource. They have a little description for each one. Now, like I said, as a sniper, you're complete damage. There's nothing you can do about it. You get a sniper rifle as your weapon now, but it's not like, say, playing a first-person shooter where you actually get to aim it. A lot of it's just automated. No different than what you've seen me do so far with the blaster rifle. As an operative, I still stick with the blaster rifle, and again, it's healing damage. You can even expect what the trees look like. Like, here's the operative tree. Medicine is the healing tree, which deals with medical probes and all that. My scoundrel is actually... I played both specs as my scoundrel smuggler. I kind of went more into the Sawbones tree later in the my leveling process. So I was like level 40, so I never got to experience the damage one, which is concealment as an operative. The scoundrel spec, so some of this is a little bit new. Some of the talents will actually deal with the level 55 abilities, which I have not yet seen since I haven't really dealt with them. Lethality is the shared tree. There's always one shared tree. In the case of the Imperial agent, it'll actually be poison effects, whereas the smuggler was bleeds. So as you can see, you can get into cultural probe, surgical probe. I'm going to go as DPS. So dealing with concealment, so I'll get abilities like laceration and deal with stuff like backstab. I'll be more like a rogue. Acid blade. It'll be interesting to find out. Now if you look at this sniper tree, you have your marksmanship, which deals with stuff like follow through. It's a nice tree. Ambush. Heavy shots. Stuff like that. I did not deal with... I never played engineering, so I do not know it too well. I believe... Yeah, it deals a lot more with like the explosive probe, cluster bombs, which is a passive. Interrogation probe, which is a dot, it looks like. Plasma probe is also a dot, looks pretty nice. So I did not deal with that, but it's all damage if you go sniper. So I'm going to select the operative. You get a prompt in case you click the wrong one. Like I said, I already have a sniper, so I'm not worried about it. And now I have 1 point. Now my point doesn't matter as much. I don't know what abilities I have just yet. What I will do is I'll just throw it into Imperial Brew. Increases my accuracy, which isn't too bad. So let's see if we look at the agent, the operative. So I do get backstab, a heal, which is cultural injection, my stealth, and tactical advantage. So I'll actually throw it in the concealed attack since now I know I have backstab. So I'll explain what each ability does.
Anonymity, deception.
So,
these are your tools.
cultural injections just to heal. I'll throw that right here now.
Trust no one.
Just charge it up,
Every trick of the trade.
and you shoot a dart at him. Not too. Stealth, it's no different than going into stealth. Your movement speed is reduced while in stealth. You can actually put points into it to increase your movement speed and for your talents. Backstab, you can only use going behind a target. I'm actually going to throw that up here. See what it's like messing around. Now, tactical advantage is it's a passive ability that is it'll increase the damage you deal, and it'll actually enable the use of, like, say, more powerful moves. You have 2 charges of this ability, so 4% damage increase. You can get it by using either Shiver Hidden Strike or killing an enemy. So Shiv is basically
Trust
going to be my
no
main, one of my main abilities. That's an interesting Mary Allen operative. Alright, so now I'll just explain what's going on in the area. So where I am right now, the combat training area actually has all the class trainers. This is where you would go to get your advantages. Up here is the PvP area, I believe. Yes, the PvP event. A lot of people hang around here. You get accommodations now to buy a lot of this stuff.
For the Empire.
So we're pretty... No big deal. PvP, where you see everyone stand. Like I said, I am on a PvP server. That's where the mission terminal is and some other vendor. Now, I'm sorry this will take a little bit because I do have to run around since I do not have a mount yet. Okay, over here in the supplies area is actually the where all the planet accommodation vendors are. Oh, that's a nice mount. What is that? Blue sphere. Interesting. Here's where you can buy the PvE gear. So like classic will be looks like campaign gear.
For the Empire.
What can I get for you?
You can get the gears. Basic? That's interesting. Accommodation.
Come back anytime.
Care to take a look at our ordnance?
Elite actually gets into the Arcanian.
Sir,
Ultimate is like
anything I can do to
top gear right now. Now,
for the Empire?
Care to take a look at our ordnance?
Classic and Dreadguard, I didn't
For the Empire.
really get to run around during that time. Some of them are actually dressed up as what you'd like this bounty hunter one kind of looks... Yeah, that kind of looks creepy, like you're a mass murderer or something. I don't know. That's a top gear. It's kind of weird. The doesn't look too bad actually. None of them really do. So yeah, you'd go here for your PvE gear. Man, I keep missing. Here's the mission terminal. Again, I'm gonna get introduction to Warzone for all of it. And even a flying throne. Guy looks like Darth Nihilus. Obviously, he uses his cartel cones. Alright, this area is the Galactic Trade Market. It's where you go to the auction hall, you put stuff up, buy stuff. It's no different than other games like WoW. Over here is kind of interesting. You have your light side vendor for if you are more light-sided. You can equip certain relics. That's usually where that comes into play. Sometimes weapons do as well. It used to be where the color crystal really deemed whether the weapon was equipable or not. So green and blue is light side for the most part, and red and orange is dark side.
See anything you like?
Here's the ship vendor where you can upgrade your well, you can actually buy your parts this time. At the time when I did all this, you actually had to craft them, and I was a cyber tech, so I crafted all my parts on my agent. So I actually did pretty well. Well, that's very interesting.
Come again.
I accept all forms of currency.
Here's fleet commendations are required to buy this stuff. So you can get some epic pieces. which, wow, you really have to be in the space to make these. Like, they're pretty strong parts. You can buy with your accommodations, which is a lot again. Kits for inheritance pieces. Those are just really good pieces while
Thank
you're
you for your
leveling.
patronage.
For alts, it's like buying on equipment. Here's a reputation vendor, which this is new for me as well. Get like a reputation. Similar to WoW, I never really like my reputation, as you can see, is I'm pretty sure you can see it in Legacy. I think that's where that is. Yes, you can. It's really low. All the two pieces you see where I got reputation with, I bought one pack and happened to get a piece set up for my reputation, and with the Voss, I was actually running around on my. Oh, you get titles when you're up there. With the Voss, I was leveling my Jedi Knight and running through there, and happened to get some drops, which gave me rep. So, other than the titles, which are different, it looks like I've never really done much of this. I don't know if you get any from quests. If you guys can tell me in the comments, that'd be great. Anyway, here's the speeder vendor. I can't afford anything because I'm too low to begin with.
Come back anytime.
But you can go there for your speeders if you happen to get the pilot in. The other planets that have speeder vendors are Tatooine, Voss, and Quesh. Here's a guild where you create your guilds. Guild banks back here. Cargo hold, which I'm actually amazed to have access to that right now, just because of the fact that I don't have a ship yet. There's one of those on your ship when you get it. So find out later. Companion, so I can spend money, and one thing that's actually nice is it tells me what my companion thinks of the gift I'm giving them, whether they like it or not. So as you can see, Khalil is really into weapons. Everything else, for the most part, it's like, I either like it or I don't, but it's not that big of a deal to her. Which is, it's pretty cool, because, I mean, back in the,
Come back anytime.
when I was getting them all maxed out originally, you just had to guess. A lot of people were, maybe you like this, going by personality, and sometimes they didn't.
Take a look.
Here's a social
Everything you
items
see is for
vendor.
sale. Come back anytime.
You can get social points, which is what happens when you group up with someone and do quests and conversations and all that. There are some characters that have actually leveled with other people, and they're like social rank 3 or 4 by Tatooine. Flashpoints will do it for you, especially some of the bigger ones like Black Talon or Esselis. Here's the dark side vendor.
For the Empire.
I'll actually do Black Talon in my next episode, most likely, where I'll use the group finder and group up for it. I usually do level it. Alright, and here is crew skills. Now, with the crew skills, I have the majority of them maxed out. If they aren't maxed out, they're really close. Like, you can see that in my advancement under crew skills. Like, I have armor mech, arms tech, cyber tech, diplomacy, investigation, scavenging, slicing, underworld trading, treasure hunting, all at 400. Archaeology and artifice are really close on my Inquisitor, like 350. And bioanalysis and biochem are like 300 on my Smuggler, so they're really close as well. The only one that's really far away is Synthweaving, and that was with my Jedi Consular because I haven't really leveled her up. So what I'll do, because certain characters have certain unique things, is I'm actually going to pick up bow analysis. Thinking biochem because it's on my smuggler, and even though I can trade between factions, I believe, because of my legacy, I believe I have done that. All the stems I have. So there's advanced stuff that I can't do yet, because one, I don't have the expansion yet, just yet, and I'm not going to worry about it for a bit, and two, expansion's like, eh. So what you can do is actually run around, talk to every single guy, like this, and you actually get experience because of the codex you're finding. So you find codexes for all of them. Now the ones I grabbed were biochem, bioanalysis, and diplomacy. The reason I grabbed those ones is because I know those work well together. If you actually go into your codex, it'll actually tell you which ones are suggested for each thing. So crew skills, it'll be like, okay, bioanalysis, recommended crafting skill, biochem, because that's what you use the stuff for. Biochem, recommended skills, bioanalysis, and diplomacy. Diplomacy, recommended biochem. Stuff like investigation, arms. And we are back to where we started, so what I will do real quick is I'm going to do the little conversation with Khalil in the cantina, and then we'll call it for this episode. Like I said, it was just a quick one to show you guys the Imperial fleet, and we'll do the Black Talon next time, as you guys will see your first flashpoint.
Think the hottest smell is off my boots. Should have kicked in more faces while it lasted.
You talk about violence very casually.
I'm a casual girl. You and me against the galaxy. It's gonna be fun. All blasters and girl talk.
You shoot high, I'll shoot low.
That's the spirit. Let's get moving.
So that was a quick conversation. Everyone will actually get that first initial conversation with their companion. Just run to your fleet, go to your fleet and go to the cantina and get it over with. It does give you some experience. It's a quick little conversation. As you gain a lot more affection, you'll learn more about their backstory. Like in Kalia's case, because of all of her employers, you find more about them, and she has a deeper backstory. You'll eventually see it, because I'll probably get her maxed out if possible. All of them I'll get maxed out again. Now here you have an elevator. You can either go to the dropship launch hangar, which will actually take you to where all the flashpoints are. And one place I'm not going to go to is actually the Interfleet transport. There's about 3 ships, and that'll take you to operations and a couple other flashpoints. It's not that big of a deal. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to German cost departures, because you'll be taking it. You can either do it one of 2 ways. Take the ship down there and just skip the Black Talon, or Hi, I apologize for the jump in the video. My hard drive actually just filled up and I had to do a few things to move the footage I had and delete old footage. Free up some space. So over here is the ship to Drummond Cost, and this is where you start the Black Talon. And you used to have to sit here and just spam a general chat for our group. Now, as you see, using the group finder, you can just queue in and you're good to go. The only other thing I want to make a mention of, which I didn't realize I wasn't taping when I tried to mention it, is you get a little bag in your inventory for whatever advanced class you are. And it's more relevant for, say, like a sniper or a Jedi Guardian, something where you're leveling as the original class, but you don't have a key component to that advanced class. So a sniper rifle for the sniper, assault cannon for the commando, which is a trooper advanced class, a shield generator for our tank if you went power tech as a bounty hunter. In the case of the operative, all we got in the bag when I opened it up was a knife, and that's just because like the knife actually makes your shiv and other abilities do more damage. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys continue to watch. Please rate, comment, and subscribe in the section below. And good luck. Hope to see you again.